Hi, and welcome to this video. In this one, we're going to look at the topic area of learning a foreign language. I'm going to give you a sample question and a sample answer, and then we look at some of the language that has come up naturally while I've been answering the question. Okay, so in the examiner might say something like, "How long have you been learning English?" Answer: I've been learning English for 4 years, for 10 years, for whatever. But that's a very, very short answer. And remember, in the exam, the more we speak, the less questions the examiner can ask us. So how about this for an answer? So a question again: how long have you been learning English? I've been learning English for 4 years. I started learning it because I have to have a foreign language qualification to get my university degree. I'll also need it for my future job prospects. But not only that, I think I've learned many other skills while I've been learning English. In class, we have to solve problems together. We also have to communicate and collaborate when we work in groups. We also have to think critically to analyze the task, and we need to be creative to complete the tasks. These skills, I think, are going to be very useful in the future. And another thing, I found that becoming better at English has increased my self-esteem. Really is satisfying and rewarding when you can speak to someone in English. It's really nice when I go on holiday and I can talk to people, make friends, order food and drink, solve problems, etc. I think that everybody should learn a foreign language. You'd never know. You might find that you enjoy it, and maybe you'll become bilingual in no time. It's a bit of a longer answer, isn't it? That takes up time in the exam. So let's look at some of the language we use. We started with the present perfect continuous. I have been learning. Have plus the participle. And then I said, I have learned many other skills. I have learned, verb, learned, participle. I have found that, have, plus find, which then becomes found as the participle. And my self-esteem has increased. So the third person has, and increased the participle. So we can have, has, plus the participle. And also I use things like have to, need to, must. These are followed by the infinitive. I have to study. I must study. In reality, I don't think there's a big difference between when we use have to or must. But basically, have to is for outside obligation, and must is something that I feel I do for myself. So my teacher says I have to study, and I must study if I want to pass the exam. However, careful in the negatives. You mustn't forget to study for the exam is an obligation. So the negative of must still has obligation. But if you don't want to go to the party, you don't have to. That's a choice. So there is no obligation. Okay, so the negative of don't have to, no obligation. And I said, I think everybody should learn a foreign language. Well, should we use for giving advice? If you want to pass the exam, you should study. Not an obligation. It's just some advice. And then I said, you might find that you enjoy it. Maybe you become bilingual in no time. In no time means very quickly. Might, may, and maybe, we use them to talk about possibilities. Might goes before the verb, and maybe is at the start of the sentence or of the phrase. Okay? I hope you'd like this video. I hope it's been useful. And if you do like it, give it a thumbs up. Thank you. Till the next one. Bye.